Welcome back to the deep dive. You know I love digging into the latest health and nutrition research, and you sent over some stuff that really caught my eye.
Oh, yeah.
This idea that you can hit most of your nutritional needs with just 5 key ingredients.
It's from a Dr. Carlos
a
Jaramillo.
YouTube video of his.
And it's not about, like, the perfect diet or anything.
Uh-huh.
More like how simple healthy eating can be.
I love that. That's what I'm all about. So let's get into it.
Okay.
First up is, well, it's a classic, the egg.
Humble egg, right.
Dr. Jaramillo calls it a complete nutritional package.
And he's not wrong.
So break it down for us. Why eggs?
Well, protein, for starters.
Sure, we all need protein.
But eggs have all the essential amino acids.
All 9 of them, the ones our bodies can't make themselves.
Exactly, but it's more than that.
What?
It's about bioavailability, too.
Now, there's a word you don't hear every day.
Uh-huh.
Right.
What's that all about?
Basically, your body can actually use more of the protein from eggs.
Compared to, what, like beans or something? Yeah, some plant proteins for sure.
So it's like more efficient or something.
Yeah, you get more bang for your buck, nutritionally speaking.
I like that. But it's not just protein, right?
Oh, no, not even close.
What else have we got going on in these eggs?
Well, choline's a big one.
For the brain, right. I've heard that.
Yep, super important, especially for pregnant women, too, for the baby's development.
Makes sense. And on top of all that,
You've got B12, vitamin D, vitamin A,
right?
even selenium.
Okay, so that's a pretty impressive package.
It really is.
He did mention needing to eat like 10 to 12 eggs a day.
To get enough protein from eggs alone, yeah.
This seems like a lot.
Haha. He's not suggesting an all-egg diet, don't worry.
Okay, good. Good.
It's more about how nutrient-dense they are, you know.
Right, so like a good foundation.
Exactly.
So what's the next superstar on our list?
Next up, we're diving into omega-3 fatty acids.
Ooh, those are the good fats.
Essential fats, yeah.
And the ones most people don't get enough of.
That's right. So Dr. Jaramillo recommends salmon
Salmon, nice.
or sardines if that's more your speed or easier to find.
Okay, so why are omega-3s so crucial? We hear about them all the time.
They're key for so much. Brain health, heart health.
I've been reading about how they can reduce heart attack risk. That's amazing.
Absolutely. And cognitive decline, too, as we age.
Wow, really protecting our brains.
Yep. And they fight inflammation throughout the body.
So it's not just about one specific thing. It's like overall health.
It really is. And even for healthy pregnancies, they're important.
Amazing. Anything else going on in salmon and sardines?
Don't forget the vitamin D and B12. 2 for 1.
Nice. Always good to get more of those.
Right. So yeah, salmon and sardines, they're powerhouses.
Okay, so we've got protein, healthy fats. What comes next?
Now we're getting into leafy greens.
Those are my go-to.
Dr. Jaramillo specifically highlights the dark, fibrous ones.
Spinach, kale, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Or even broccoli and asparagus count.
I love all those. Fiber for days.
Uh-huh. That's right. And of course, vitamins and minerals galore.
But what else makes these greens so special?
Well, think about your gut.
Okay.
It's like the control center for so much in your body.
I've heard it called our second brain even.
That's a good way to put it. And fiber is what keeps it all running smoothly.
Feeds the good bacteria, all that.
Exactly. Digestion, immunity, even mental well-being is tied to gut health.
Wow. So it's really about more than just like pooping regularly.
Oh, way more. And of course, you're getting vitamin A, C, K iron, calcium, magnesium.
He did mention aiming for 35 grams of fiber daily, right?
Yep, 35 grams.
I don't think I hit that most days.
Most people don't, and they're really missing out.
Good reminder to load up on the veggies. Okay, so we've got eggs, salmon or sardines, leafy greens. What's next on this superfood shortlist?
Now we've got a personal favorite, avocado.
Ooh, avocado. I'm on board with this one.
Who doesn't love avocado toast, right?
Haha, right. But there's got to be more to it than that.
Oh, for sure. Avocados are full of those good monounsaturated fats.
Heart-healthy fats, the kind that help with cholesterol.
Exactly. So if you're watching your cholesterol, avocado is a good friend.
Good to know. I'm always looking for ways to keep that in check.
Right. And it's not just the fats. They've got potassium, too.
Which is good for?
Blood pressure. Plus, you get some vitamin D and E in there.
Okay, so healthy fats, fiber, micronutrients. So it's like the whole package.
A true superfood for sure.
Okay, we're 4 for 4 so far. This is great.
All right, ready for the last one. This might surprise you.
Hit me with it. I'm intrigued.
Lentils.
Lentils. Really?
I know, right? Even Dr. Jaramillo admits he's not the biggest fan of the taste.
Haha, fair enough. So what's the deal with lentils?
Well, they're a good source of plant-based protein.
Not a complete protein, though, right?
You're right. They're missing a couple of those essential amino acids.
So we'd have to combine them with something else.
Easy enough to do. But besides the protein, they've got tons of iron.
That's good. A lot of people are low on iron.
And folate, which is crucial for cell growth and repair, DNA stuff.
Wow, I didn't realize they were so nutrient-packed.
And, you guessed it, even more magnesium.
This is making me want to eat lentils right now.
Haha, give them a try. You can put them in so many things.
Soups, stews, salads.
Yep. Even veggie burgers, if you're into that.
Okay, so there we have it, the Fab Five. Eggs, salmon or sardines, leafy greens, avocado, and lentils. Sounds like a pretty delicious grocery list to me.
Right. And that's the beauty of it. It's not about restriction. It's about enjoying good food.
And getting all those nutrients in.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's get practical here. How do we actually do this? Like, are we supposed to eat all 5 of these every single day?
It's not about being that rigid. It's more about balance and listening to your body.
So we don't need to eat all 5 every day?
Not necessarily. It's more about making sure you're getting a variety throughout the week.
I can get behind that.
Like one day you could have salmon with some leafy greens and lentils for dinner.
That sounds good.
And then the next morning have eggs with avocado and some more veggies.
Okay, that's totally doable. I like that it's flexible.
And don't forget, Dr. Jaramillo emphasizes that food should be enjoyable.
Yes, I'm all about that.
It's not about making it this chore or feeling deprived.
So it's about nourishing your body, but also enjoying what you eat.
Absolutely. And these 5 ingredients can be the base for so many different meals.
That's a great point. It's not limiting at all.
Nope. There are endless possibilities.
I'm feeling inspired. This is giving me a lot to think about.
Good. I think it's a really empowering approach to healthy eating.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's so simple, but it makes so much sense.
Exactly. And it's all about focusing on those core, nutrient-rich foods that our bodies really thrive on.
I love that. So he didn't really get into other foods beyond this core 5, did he?
You're right. He keeps it pretty focused on these key players.
But he does emphasize eating a diverse diet overall, right?
Oh, absolutely. Lots of fruits, vegetables, whole foods in general.
So it's about finding that balance that works for you.
Exactly. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to nutrition.
That's a good reminder.
Yeah.
What works for one person might not work for another.
It's true, and we shouldn't get too caught up in restrictive rules or anything.
It's about finding what makes you feel your best.
And supports your overall health and well-being long-term.
Love that. So we're not just talking about weight loss or anything superficial?
Nope, it's about feeling good from the inside out.
Okay, I'm on board with that. This is really shifting my perspective on healthy eating.
That's what we like to hear.
You know, what really stood out to me from Dr. Jaramillo's video was his idea of viewing food as information for our bodies.
Oh, yeah, that's a powerful concept.
That's not just calories in, calories out, right?
Not at all. He talks about how every meal is like sending instructions to your cells.
Wow, I like that.
It's like giving your body the blueprints for optimal health.
It makes you realize how important it is to choose those nutrient-dense foods.
Absolutely, and that's where these 5 superfoods really shine.
So if we're thinking of these 5 as our base, are there any other foods he recommends adding in?
He doesn't get too specific, but he does emphasize eating the rainbow, you know?
Lots of different fruits and veggies for all those different nutrients.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance that works for you.
Right, because there's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Nope. What works for one person might not work for another.
It's a good reminder to not get too caught up in those restrictive diets.
For sure. It's about what makes you feel your best, supports your overall health.
I love that. So speaking of feeling good, how about some meal ideas?
Oh, I've got plenty.
How can we actually use these 5 superfoods in our daily routine?
Let's imagine a day of eating, shall we?
Okay, I'm game. What's for breakfast?
How about scrambled eggs with some diced avocado and a side of sautéed spinach?
Sounds delicious and filling.
Right. Or if you're in a rush, a smoothie with leafy greens, protein powder, some berries.
That's a good on-the-go option.
Keeps you full and energized all morning.
Okay, breakfast is covered. What about lunch?
Lunch could be a big, vibrant salad with grilled salmon or sardines on top.
Ooh, I love a good salad.
Some mixed greens, cucumbers, a light vinaigrette.
Sounds refreshing.
Or if you need something warm, how about lentil soup with some whole grain bread?
Okay, that's a hearty one.
Lots of plant-based protein and fiber to keep you going.
All right, those are some great lunch ideas. What about dinner?
Dinner could be a flavorful lentil curry with brown rice and steamed veggies.
Lentil curry. That's a new one for me.
It's so good, and you can make it in a big batch for leftovers.
Nice. Any other dinner ideas?
You could bake some salmon with roasted asparagus and a quinoa salad.
Okay, that sounds a little fancier, like a dinner party kind of meal.
It's simple but elegant.
I love how versatile these ingredients are, so many different combinations.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment in the kitchen. Find what you like.
That's a good point. It's all about making it work for you.
Right. Now, beyond specific meals, there's another takeaway from Dr. Jaramillo that I found really helpful.
Oh, what's that?
He talks a lot about mindful eating.
That's so important.
Slowing down, savoring each bite, really being present during meals.
It's so easy to just rush through meals, especially when we're busy.
It's true. And when we do that, we're more likely to overeat.
Or make choices we regret later.
Exactly. Mindful eating helps us stay in tune with our bodies.
So it's about paying attention to how different foods make us feel.
Both physically and mentally.
And that can help us make healthier choices.
It's like relearning how to listen to our body's signals.
That's a good point. You know, one thing I struggle with is actually recognizing my hunger and fullness cues.
That's common. It takes practice.
Any tips for getting better at that?
Well, first, check in with yourself before you start eating.
Okay.
Are you actually hungry? Or are you eating out of boredom or stress?
I like that, bringing awareness to those habits.
And then during your meal, pay attention to how your body feels.
As I'm eating, notice how my hunger changes.
Exactly. When you start feeling comfortably satisfied, pause.
You don't have to clean your plate, right?
You don't. It's okay to leave food behind.
That's a tough one, but I'll try.
Over time, you'll get better at recognizing those signals.
I hope so. It'd be great to be more in tune with my body.
It takes time, but it's so worth it.
This has been so helpful. I'm feeling much more confident about making healthy eating a part of my life.
That's awesome.
It doesn't feel so overwhelming anymore.
And remember, it's all about finding what works for you and enjoying the process.
I like that. No more restrictive diets, just delicious, nourishing food.
That's the goal.
It feels like we've really simplified healthy eating without sacrificing flavor or anything.
That's what we love to hear.
And it's more than just what we eat. It's about our relationship with food.
It's about nourishing ourselves on a deeper level.
I love that. You know, it's amazing how much we can learn from just one YouTube video.
When you really unpack the ideas and connect them to your own life.
Exactly. So for someone who's maybe feeling overwhelmed by all the nutrition info out there, what's the one thing they should take away from all this?
I think it's that healthy eating doesn't have to be so complicated.
It can be simple, right?
Yeah. Focus on those foundational foods, the ones we talked about.
Eggs, salmon or sardines, leafy greens, avocado, lentils.
Exactly. Those 5 superfoods can really make a difference.
They're like the building blocks.
They really are.
So it's about simplifying things, getting back to basics.
Shifting our mindset about food, you know?
From just fuel to information, like we were talking about.
Yeah. Every meal is a chance to nourish ourselves.
I love that. It's giving me a whole new perspective on what I eat.
That's great to hear. And as you go about your day, think about those choices.
Like, am I sending the right messages with my food?
Exactly. Can you add more of these superfoods into your meals?
I'm definitely going to try.
Make it simple, make it enjoyable, make it work for you.
Those are great reminders. Any final words of wisdom before we wrap up?
Just remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about progress.
Small changes over time.
That's it. And don't forget to enjoy the journey.
Food should be fun, right?
Absolutely. Experiment, find what you like, make it delicious.
I love that. This has been such a great deep dive. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. It's been fun chatting with you.
Me too. And everyone listening, thanks for joining us on the deep dive.
Until next time, happy and healthy eating.
Bye, everyone.